chopper's at right now, and then 2 of my other uncle's trucks here. And my other uncle that's chopping with the Fent, he's not here yet, so we got both mowers in the field right now mowing. That way we can get ahead of the chopper, since Dad is ahead of the other chopper since it's not here yet. And then we got plenty of people to keep the chopper moving, since we only got 1 chopper going right now. And I'm just running a wagon and going to the bagger at home so we can keep that bagger going. And the other bagger's up at the second heifer farm. The home farm's right on the other side of this tree line, so they have a little bit of a drive, but not as bad as it was Saturday when they only had 2 trucks and it was farther away. So getting this field knocked out. So I'm up here at the second heifer farm right now. JI Ag Service is the same guys that haul our lagoon out for us. They're the ones that are running the bagger that the straight trucks are dumping into up here at the second heifer farm. We'll go show you that in a second. But we have 3 12-foot bags over here, and then there's 3 more over here. So we got about 650 feet of 12-foot bag roughly up here at the second heifer farm. And then at home we got about 900 of Triticale of 10-foot bag. So just about the same amount of feed as we do at home. Yeah, I'd say so. These bags are just 2 feet wider. They look a lot bigger, but you get more feed and bigger the bag, the cheaper the bag, and the more feed you can get in. So it'd be nice to have a 12-foot bagger, but they're very expensive. You'd want one relatively new if we would get one. So we got all the Triticale done today. We ended up with about 200 acres we chopped. We left about 15-20 acres. We always end up combining some, and then we reuse it the next year, and then we also sell quite a bit of it, probably a little over half of it we end up selling. So this bagger's in transport mode right now, but it's basically the same way it looks when it's bagging, just the wheels are the different way. Just gotta close this bag up here yet tonight. So it doesn't have a backstop, it just has these anchors that are in the feed, and you can control how far back these anchors are with this cable here. It's the same design on the back. It just has these has this rotor that packs it in. These wheels here all pivot for when they're going the opposite direction when they're bagging. The cable here folds down and constantly is running when they're unloading up into the front there. It's almost like the front of a silage wagon almost. And it feeds it in and packs it just like our bagger. This is just a bigger version, and it's what they call self-propelled. Since you don't need a tractor, it has its own engine. So they'll just pull this around with a semi and put a new bag on it at home. And we'll probably have a 250 by 12 foot bag of first cut, and then we'll probably have a 250 by 10 foot bag of first cutting also. And we'll probably, there's one of the straight trucks with the farm that's doing the chopping. We'll probably end up having about, so today is Monday, June 5th, so that's kind of roughly where we're at. We're not too worried about planting any because it's super dry and there's no rain in the forecast. There's no moisture in the ground until you get about 4 inches deep probably. So we're not really interested in planting. And the seed's just gonna sit there anyways. So if it's not gonna rain at all this summer, then you might as well not plant any. But we're busy anyway, so there's not really a hurry. We're still hauling some manure. We don't have any extra guys running around really, so we'll just wait till we know there's some rain coming. We should be done with hay in the next 10 days for sure. By the time we get done with everything, we'll be all wrapped up by the middle of June. Usually we're going till the last week of June typically. Our chopper is a Class 820. It's a 97. It's waiting on an after cooler, so that's the reason we have 2 different guys in here chopping for us this year. I haven't had anybody chop for us for a while, at least this much, so we've had a couple guys here and there if something little happens. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna keep hauling manure.